was already falling off. You know, I remember when they were doing TRL. Remember that?
Total Request Live.
Right. And they wouldn't even play the video anymore. They would go, video number 5 and 6 are this and this and that, and they wouldn't even play anymore. And then they would say, all right, video 8, and they'll play 2 seconds of the video and cut off and go to. I'm like, what is the point of this? Like,
yeah,
anyway.
I don't remember for like when MTV. I think it was around like time they started doing the spring break.
Yeah.
And it like stopped playing music videos.
Yeah. I mean, I hung on to VH1 for a while. VH1 was doing good where they were like hanging on to music videos.
Yeah.
And then it just falls off. And then they tried to do MTV2, which was supposed to be all music videos. Yeah. What a lie. Eventually, it became the same.
More of the same thing.
Another MTV, which was all the same thing.
They had some channel where you could pay, it was like $1. And they would play your video.
Oh yeah.
But you could, if you just watch whatever videos were hot, and that's how I got into a couple bands like Static X.
Oh, cool.
They had the song "Push It Out."
Yeah,
and
you push
you push it.
They did that when I was 15, and they didn't have that here. I don't remember seeing that at the time. When I was 15, I went to Chile, and they had like 2 or 3 channels where you would call and tell them what you wanted to play, and they would play it, or you would the same thing. You would go online and type in whatever music video you wanted, and they would read your message and play the video. So it was awesome because they would play stuff that you wouldn't see on TV here. You know, like music videos that you would never even think would go on because people would vote for them.
And right. But then you're dealing with other people's tastes, and you have to wade through all their junk just so you can watch the one video you've been waiting for.
Yeah. But even now, when last time I went to Chile, my cousins put on a channel, and I don't know, I think there might be some channels like that still, but they put some channel, and it was just all music videos and great music, Arctic Monkeys, everything from Metallica, good songs, everything that you could think of.
Yeah.
Under one roof. Yeah, like and from the 80s to like today. So it was cool because we were all just hanging out, having a little party just like we used to do. Mm-hmm. And they had that channel going on in the background. And for me to do that, I had to actually choose the stuff. You know what I mean? Like here. Yeah. So,
you know, I'm thinking about some of these bands, these artists that love to make music videos. I mean, it's still an art out there. And one that comes to my mind, OK Go.
Oh, yeah. I remember that he used to be...
They still do it. They still
do it, but I haven't checked one of their videos.
You got to watch. Like it's like every video that they do, they're pushing the limit of what is possible. The first thing I remember that they did, or the one I saw, the whole band is inside of a car, and the car is driving down a track, and the car's hitting pianos and smacking cymbals and drums, and it's playing the song. And they're inside the car playing a couple instruments, like they're tapping. It's like a skiffle, almost.
Oh, cool.
And somehow they figured out how to align everything to do the song.
Nice.
And then they had another one where they're on treadmills, and they synchronized treadmills.
Oh yeah, the treadmill one I remember a lot. Yeah, they all their videos are great. I saw that one where it was like everything was, you know, those rat traps. The
Rube Goldberg.
Yeah, they had one of those, and every piece was, you know what I mean. And that was awesome. Where like every little piece was moving along, and the part of the band was in it, and different angles, and
it's done so well. The last one I saw, they'd put up hundreds of printers. Mm-hmm. And it would print a page, and as the paper would fall, it would create a picture. And this is all real. There's nothing digital about this other than the computers that are printing, right? And it would print like a whole page of a color, and you would form this picture in the background. Oh, nice. And the paper would drop, and then more paper would come out, and it was unbelievable.
That's crazy. That's cool. So what are some of your most memorable videos that you remember?
Ooh, good question.
From... when you were growing up.
Well, okay, so I had put on Facebook recently.
I saw that, yeah. That was a good...
And
you got some feedback there.
So the question I presented to everybody was, what was a music video that you watched that made you fall in love with the band? And this is going to answer your question, right? Mm-hmm. So a memorable video. I remember watching Beavis and Butthead. The only excuse to not play a music video on MTV for me was to watch Beavis and Butthead. Right, that was okay.
Yeah. Because they would talk about the music videos on there too.
Yeah. So I'm watching it, and this video comes up, and it is so weird, and I fell in love with it, and it's by a band called the Butthole Surfers.
Oh yeah,
And it was called "Who Was in My Room Last Night."
I don't remember that video, but
Well, put it on your list. Look it up. And it's a really good video. You see a cameo by Flea of the Chili Peppers that's in it, and that's a good memorable video. I just something in my time like that changed like where I started listening to like maybe like a different kind of music.
Right.
It was so avant-garde and weird, and
yeah,
it was cool.
I think my most the first like video that I was like, oh my god, this is so good, was I was in Chile. I went like for when I was 15, and I had nothing to do. I was at my grandma's house, so all I did was watch music videos, and they would play Metallica 1 over and over, and it's such an epic video because it takes I think footage of an old film of this kid going to war and becoming completely, what's it called when he had no way to talk. He couldn't move. I mean, all he could do was like,
all of his senses were
yeah.
but
So he was trapped inside his body, pretty much. You know, in Metallica 1, he talks trapped in myself, but while holding cell.
Yeah.
So it was so epic, and you're 15, and this idea of like being trapped in your body and nobody
hit home in a way.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just so incredible. Like it just, I mean, I used to get goosebumps just hearing that song and watching that video. The song itself was great, but then watching the video and just the kids suffering through all that, it was just so monumentally. I can't believe this video and music can have such an impact on me. You know what I mean? And
that I started thinking about. You have videos that tell a story.
Yeah.
Like the one you're talking about, like it goes along with the music and it's telling the story, and then you got these other videos where they're like total non sequiturs,
or it's hard to figure out what they were trying to, the idea of the video was, which sometimes I like, which I'm gonna get to a little bit later. Because have you seen the Childish Gambino "This Is America"?
I meant to look up who is Childish Gambino.
It's
is it Donald Glover?
Donald Glover, yeah.
Okay, because I know him as a comedian, but I don't know him as a musician.
Yeah, he's Childish Gambino.
Okay.
So anyway, that one's really symbolic, and you have to kind of really watch it a couple of times to pick up all the symbolism in it. I'm not getting into the symbolism in it because you can just go on YouTube.
I gotta watch it. Don't spoil it.
Yeah, and one thing you can go online, and the other one. But then there's videos that actually you can just sit there and it tells a story. And just the other day, I showed Maddie "Smack My Bitch Up" by Prodigy, because I thought that was such a well done video.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna spoil it, so if you're listening and you haven't watched it, turn this off right now because I want to talk about it. Okay. So you've seen it, of course, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So just the whole concept of the gender. Like it's a first person throughout the whole video, and it's stuff that you normally would think a dude would do, right? Like he's like slapping girls in the ass, drinking, being obnoxious, getting thrown out of bars, doing all these things, getting into fights, and at the end of the video, she looks at a mirror, and it's this hot girl that just like, and you're like, what? Like all this time they made you think
it's a dude, right?
Right. I love that they did a parody of that video with a cat.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it starts out with a cat, like a first-person view of a cat, and it's doing regular cat stuff, like just going around in the trash and doing all this cat stuff. But then it just pulls a knife on someone, and then it just
note to self: watch this video.
Yeah,
ASAP.
It's so good, and it did the same thing where it's like it catches you off guard because it's doing what a cat does, and it was licking itself, and then all of a sudden it pulls a gun and and he's like, I don't remember, like doing drugs or something.
So we, as far as like pushing the envelope, do you remember? Was it Airplane or what? It was one of the Chili Peppers songs from that album with Anthony Kiedis and the guy from Jane's Addiction.
I don't remember the video.
They kiss in the video.
Oh, controversial.
Right, at the time.
It was like a big deal, right?
Yeah.
I can see that, like being like, oh my god. I love that about videos. I loved all the Sublime videos. I think they were also very kind of, I love the coloring of it, like Wrong Way.
Oh yeah.
Everything was very colorful. The drunk dad with a big nose, the girl,
Yeah.
No Doubt had some great videos. Just a Girl, where she's like doing the push-up.
Yeah, I mean that video. That song alone was just game changing.
Right.
But that video too, something about it just
Green Day when they did which one's that? Is that where it's just like they're focusing in on them, and you can see their pimples, and it's just so raw, like, and they're sweaty, and it wasn't very like really produced, and they were so punk for a pop punk, you know.
They had a couple of videos like where it's like
I like the redundant video. You ever see that one?
No.
It's redundant. It's just like a couple of scenes that keep going over and over and over again with slightly some changes to it. It is really cool. Yeah. So they did good at it. What else from that time? There was just so many.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll do some trivia.
No, I got a couple more.
Do some trivia, and then we could talk about more videos.
Sure.
Rico and I are having a great time making this podcast.
And we want to keep doing this.
So please, subscribe to our channel.
Get the word out.
And let others know about us.
Now, back to our show.
Okay, we're back.
Back into the swing.
Got some trivia.
Do it. Hit me.
All right, number 1. Which musician, made famous from YouTube, is the highest earner from their now music career with a net worth of $225 million? So this artist is now worth $225 million because of YouTube.
All right. So do I have options?
Nope. Go through it. You got any artist that's ever made famous by YouTube?
By YouTube?
Yeah.
The Ant word.
Nope. The answer was Justin Bieber.
Oh my God! I didn't know he was YouTube. I thought
the Beeve is now worth $225 million, and yeah, he was found from YouTube.
Okay, I didn't even take into consideration how much money you just said. I was just like someone that's famous from YouTube, because I know the N word made it famous from YouTube. Yeah. The Enter the Ninja. That's it.
Well, here's the theme of what we're working with. These are people that are famous because of YouTube. So keep that in mind.
All right.
Okay. Number 2. After seeing her music video on YouTube, which artist tweeted, "Call Me Maybe" by Carly Rae Jepsen is possibly the catchiest song I've ever heard, and ultimately landed her a record deal?
Wait, I don't understand.
So the question is, this artist tweeted...
And she became famous from tweeting?
Because this artist saw her music video on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
This artist tweeted out,
"Oh, the Carly...
Call me maybe. Call me baby."
I gotcha. Okay, so like someone like Britney Spears saw Carly Rae
Jepsen's video and tweeted this out.
Jeez, and do I have choices?
No choice. Any artist.
What the hell? Like, this is the worst trivia event ever.
Because if I gave you choices, you would be like, "That's it," immediately.
No, this is way too hard. No. Start over. Give me options.
No options. Go ahead. You could do it. You could do this.
All right. So a famous artist tweeted Carly Rae Jepsen. So it's got to be a pretty influential artist.
Yeah.
I have choice A, Britney Spears. Choice B,
Christina Aguilera.
I was going to say Christina Aguilera.
I read your mind. Choice C, Justin Bieber. Choice D, the Ant word.
No. Okay, hold on. What's Justin Bieber's? Selena Gomez. Okay.
Selena Gomez.
Yeah. Okay. So those are my choices.
Okay.
It was Madonna.
No, it was Justin Bieber.
Oh, God damn it!
Yeah,
I don't know anything about any of this.
The Beeve is an influential YouTuber. All right, number 3. You're gonna get this one.
Can I tell you a quick story though?
Yeah, please.
All right. So when we went to record the garbage video, Claudio came up to me and he's like, "I want to record a video for this song." And I just came up with an idea of the video, which is, I was like, the original idea was supposed to be this guy meets a really badass chick that's supposed to be like a hitman kind of girl or something like that, and they hook up or something like that, and then the mafia is looking for her, and they grab him, and at the end she comes in and saves him.
Okay.
And that's kind of the scope of the video, right? It got changed up at one point or another. So I gave that idea to the guy that was gonna put the music video together, the director. Okay.
Yeah.
I think was it Lucas? Yeah, I think Lucas was the one that. Anyway, so he says, "Oh, so you mean like the Justin Bieber video?" And I was like, scratch everything, throw away that idea. I don't want it to be nothing like the Justin Bieber. He's like, no, but like it's just like the. And then I went and had to watch this video to see